Spot does it. He kills him. And ask me not to save my father.
I'm not asking.
Miguel, just give him the seconds.
Great look.
Go!
Will Miles Morales be able to save his father in Beyond the Spider-Verse? That's the big question we've had lingering in our minds since the release of Across the Spider-Verse. With both the Spot and the entire Spider Society against him, will he be able to save the ones he most loves? In this video, I'll be answering the big question. How will Miles Morales save his father? One way he can save his father is to just go head first into battle and fight against both the Spider Society and Spot. With Gwen and the gang she assembled at the end of the movie, this could be a possible option for the next movie, but I think this is the least likely route the next movie will take, mainly for the fact that there's no way himself and the gang Gwen put together at the end of Across the Spider-Verse will have any chance of beating the Spot and all of the Spider Society. So let's move on to the next way he can save his father. Will Miles reveal that he's Spider-Man to his father? At the end of the Spider-Verse, Gwen goes back to her own universe and sees that her father has quit the police force, and since the police chief always has to die, and Gwen's father is safe from death since he quit the police force. So maybe Gwen will be able to pass this information on to Miles so that Miles will reveal that he's Spider-Man to his parents. However, I don't think this is going to work because in Gwen's universe, his father resented Spider-Man and he quit because he wasn't able to bring himself to arrest his daughter, Gwen. But in Miles' universe, his father actually doesn't hate Spider-Man anymore after Into the Spider-Verse. So I don't think this method would work since Miles' dad doesn't resent Spider-Man, therefore he won't quit. Now let's look at the third way Miles might be able to save his father. Can he somehow convince the Spider Society or even Miguel the canon events aren't real? In the end of Across the Spider-Verse, we see Miles from Earth 42, who's the Prowler, and he was supposed to be Spider-Man before the Miles we have been following so far yanked it away from him. With this, I think both of the Miles will actually form an alliance and show Miguel and the rest of the Spider Society that the main Miles' father doesn't need to die. Although I think this may not happen, I think some version of this storyline might happen. Like maybe Miguel finally letting Miles save his father because he wants Miles to learn what will happen to his universe. I think a version of Miguel and the Spider Society helping Miles is the most probable way to save Miles' father because of what happened during Miles' and the Spot's twin telepathy moment in Mumbattan. When the Spot evolves into his final form and Miles and Spot share a vision, we see a bunch of spider people dead/hurt on the ground, while the Spot is above them. This leads me to believe that the Spider Society and Miles will team up to defeat the Spot. But how exactly will Miles' dad die? Well, believe it or not, they actually showed us this in Across the Spider-Verse. The directors are really spoiling everything. But anyways, going back to when Miles and the Spot were sharing a vision, we actually see that Miles' dad is saving someone from the rubble. And this is actually overlapping with the scene from Across the Spider-Verse where Inspector Singh saves the girl from rubble in Mumbattan. And we all know that Miles interrupts this canon event and actually saves Inspector Singh. So I think the same will happen in Beyond the Spider-Verse regarding Miles' dad. However, this time Miles won't be there to save his dad, but I think another spider person will save his dad, either Miguel or Gwen. I think Gwen is the most likely candidate to save Miles' father in this situation because of how she followed Miguel across Spider-Verse. So in Beyond the Spider-Verse, she's finally rebelling against Miguel by helping Miles' dad live. Now please keep in mind these are just theories and feel free to comment down your own theories about Beyond the Spider-Verse, but none of these theories will be confirmed until Spider-Verse comes out in the year 2030. But for real, this movie's gonna take forever to release since it was delayed indefinitely. But until that day, please like and subscribe and I'll see you in my next video.